What's up, Weller?
Okay.
What are you doing, buddy? What? Had a little break. Figured I'd come in and do the show today.
Go for it.
Yeah. It's a running theme, dude, for our special shout out this week, man. All right, so let's get to it. You got the board?
Yeah, it's all good. Everything's good.
All right, so we'll say our what's ups. What's up to Devin and Company? What's up to Soul Lady 77? What's up to Julie, Jen, Jeffrey Scott? Correction from last week. We didn't have a Japoke. There was a special guest. It was a karaoke, which is Korean and oki. That's Johnny Blue.
Yep.
Happy birthday to Dita Neer. What's up to Heather Hinky Farmer, Wendy Rowe, Greg Wren, Patricia, CW, KB, Shay Setter, Sean Ross, G-Rod, Andrew Preston, Big Dan, Cade, Miss Circe, Craig, and Z-Man. And our special shout-out guest goes this week to a 3-year-old girl. Wrote her first letter to Santa this year, which I thought was impressive. Santa's going to be blown away. I want her to know that I'm always going to love her and be a man in her life that will never give up, never quit her. She's into Spider-Man, Trolls, Moana, and Paw Patrol. And, of course, I'm talking about my grandbaby, Veda. I love you, Veda. Papa be here. See, a lot of people thought it was Spider-Man.
The shirt comes off.
A lot of people thought it was Spider-Man. What do we got, man?
We're still fucking, in our minds, we're still 9 years old, aren't we?
Dude, I love this. One of my favorite shirts.
That's a nice shirt, dude. Looks good on you, dude.
Just got it for me.
It looks colorful.
Small. It's an extra large. It's a little small.
It makes your pretty eyes pop.
You can see my blue eyes.
Oh, they're beautiful, dude.
Green.
Fuck.
Quit trying to fuck, dude.
I can't even look at your eyes.
You're trying to fuck, dude. Every time you're trying to fuck, man.
This guy. You're just trying to get my soul.
What do we got, man? What kind of show do we got, Weller?
We got a funky Cole Medina. What do you got?
Oh, I don't got my fucking earphones on. I'm thinking, like, why can't I hear you?
You good?
Oh, shit. You motherfucker,
I didn't touch that volume.
All right.
I didn't touch that volume. I didn't touch it.
Whatever. You're trying to make me go deaf, dude.
I did not touch it. I was saying it's fucking loud.
All right, so speaking of deaf and going loud and all that shit, why don't we roll the music, man? We were going to talk about some music.
Let's talk about music. What about music? How music sets the tone in your life, your mood, your soul.
For your day, or it can change your day.
Yeah, I agree. I like listening to music. I listen to music in the morning on the way to work to try to create a fucking, a mood, I guess.
Well, like you come in, right? I got the radio playing, you know, and you're saying it's because I'm alone and all that kind of stuff, but I just like hearing music, and there's certain songs that come on that get you fucking jacked.
Or whatever mood you want. There's sometimes I listen to fucking sad music because I want to be sad. I'm driving and I'm like, and I run through and I'll be like hitting the fucking tear rolling down my eye because I'm playing a movie in my head. Yeah, and with the music, I create a whole fucking movie out of the music.
Or like, I like listening to real old. When I think about my grandpa and shit, dude, I think of old country, like the real old shit, you know, like almost the hillbilly bluegrass shit. That kind of music, I dig it, man. But it's got a time and place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I listen to fucking acapella songs. I'll be like, oh, that was. I could pretend that was me, and I was in the fucking singing.
What a quartet? You're Frankie Valli, dude.
I'm in this private club and it's smoky in there, and then I'm just like fucking wooing all the women.
you're a croner.
Yeah. It's all love songs too. And I'll be playing somebody else. I'll be like, that just changed my voice a little bit, but I still sound like this. We're like, what the fuck are you thinking about?
You remember the old Bugs Bunny cartoons? There'd be like a croner. They would be all chickens or something, but he would be like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, but what kind of? I don't really watch cartoons.
Dude, back in the day,
I didn't really watch cartoons. I watched Three's Company, Archie Bunker. I watched shit like that.
What about Saturday mornings? You didn't fucking...
I did. I had to do chores. You know what I had to do? I had to go out and do yard work, remember? Yeah. No one wanted to come over because I had to go fucking mow the lawn all fucking Saturday.
That was it. Like, well, I'd be like, you want to come spend the night? I was like, you want help with the lawn? Dude.
Yeah. I want to hurry up and get out of there, dude. I didn't get to watch no fucking cartoons.
Okay, so do you listen to any metal?
Any metal. I will listen to some fucking metal. I will listen to some. I get in the mood where for like 2 days straight, I'll just listen to classic rock, or I'll listen to fucking like intense, like kind of, I would say classic rock is Metallica. I'll be listening to Metallica or something just for like 2 days straight, and then I'll go into like where I'm listening to fucking Marvin Gaye and Al Green for 2 days straight, and then I'll listen to rap for like 2 days straight, and then I'll listen to fucking like blues for like 2 days straight. Like I get in these fucking moods where I just listen to the same fucking music for a couple days.
See, I would go by hours. I guess that's how past work at time at work is listening to music. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a real good thing to for friendship and shit like that, because let's say you are into Metallica, right? Mm-hmm. And you meet somebody that's into Metallica, you have that common bond of Metallica.
That goes for everything, though. There's sports, music.
Yeah, but I think music's on a different level, man.
It is, but you can only go so far, because I will talk to people about music, but then after that, that's like 5 minutes, dude. Then what?
Yeah. No, but like, I mean, I listen to music all day. I mean,
I do too.
It's on all day.
Yeah,
you know
what
I mean? In the car, first thing I do is set up my phone so it's fucking.
And I try to listen to all in new shit. All like I see like a podcast, or I watch the Breakfast Club or something, and they'll have a new artist. I'll go right away. I'll just go to that artist and just start listening to music. See, maybe I'll like it.
No, that's how I came up on Lake Street Dive, dude. I love that fucking chick, that Rachel that sings in that. It's a different kind of hipster kind of music.
What's the one I like? You like too? You went and see him not too long ago.
Oh, Durant Jones and Indications.
Yeah. I like them, dude. Durant Jones is cool.
And then what you can do is you find a song they sing, right, and then you put like similar artists, and then it pops up populates a bunch of different artists, and that's how I usually find shit. Saturday Night Live used to be a real good place for me.
But now it's all fucking popular. It's like who's ever popular.
Like Lizzo. On. Yeah, Lizzo was on there last night. I was like, what the fuck?
It's who's ever popular.
But I remember like when Charlie X was on there, or Lady Gaga before she was popular, she was on there. She did Paparazzi.
But then you go to Lady Gaga, then you'll see some like 9-year-old kid that plays Lady Gaga on the piano or something.
Yeah.
And I'll listen to that. And those are pretty cool too.
No, there's
a lot of talented people out there, dude.
I forgot her fucking name, dude, but she's a drummer. She's a drummer chick.
She Lee?
No, she's a white, maybe a Russian girl with black hair, long black hair. But she fucking does System of the Down, Metallica, fucking all kinds of different songs. She's fucking badass, dude. And I, like you said, I was looking up Chris Cornell songs when he died. Mm-hmm. R.I.P. Chris Cornell.
Nothing Compares to You. Oh, that's probably one of the greatest songs I ever heard in my life, dude. Nothing Compares to You
by Chris Cornell.
Yeah,
he's good.
That's badass.
You know, that's a Prince song too, man.
Yeah.
Sinead O'Connor turned.
But actually, Chris Cornell, he does it better than all of them, dude. I gotta say,
I like it. I don't know. I can't put my fucking seal of approval on that. I can do the fellas one though. There we go. But like, I was thinking, you have music for like parties, right? Mm-hmm. That's another one, man. Like fucking, what's gonna happen at this '90s party with the music, dude? Because we're gonna have fucking metalheads, we're gonna have R&B guys, we're gonna have fucking country folks. You know what I mean? Like.
No matter what happens, is you can't go wrong with like fucking old school 90s hip hop. Like that puts you in a different mood. Like I understand everybody wants to listen to country, but I'm not going to a party where I'm listening to going to buy a Mercury and cruise it up and down the road.
Well, I don't like.
If I had money, I'll tell you what I do. I go down the street, buy a Mercury or two. Crazy about a Mercury. Yes, I'm crazy about a Mercury.
Hey,
like when I used to ride with this guy who listened to country. I'm like, fuck, this is brutal, dude. No wonder why more people kill themselves to country music, dude. Fuck, dude.
Today's country isn't country to me.
It's pop music.
It's like pop, yeah. It is.
If you're listening to the fucking like Marshall Tucker or like the old fucking Hank Williams. Yeah. Like, okay, Willie Nelson, something old, but that's more blues, more bluegrass blues. This stuff now is like,
Now I get into it because
life is a highway, I want my way all night long. Like fucking, fuck, dude. It sounds like a fucking Chevy commercial. Like that doesn't get me in a mood. Like I'm not in a mood. Like I don't know.
I'll tell you something that's badass too, dude. It'll put one thing. Bob Seger, man.
Bob Seger's cool.
Dude,
I like Bob Seger,
He's got so many fucking songs,
He does, dude. I'm down with Bob Seger.
And he's got shit like Catmandu, or he's got shit like fucking slow ballad songs.
You know who I never got was Meatloaf. Like, the Meatloaf sold like one of the most records of all time, dude. And I just never got Meatloaf.
I think it was his compilation shit, but he has that operatic voice. Kind of like Glenn Danzig. He's got a fucking, you hear Danzig and you're like, oh, that's Danzig. Because he's got that fucking, whoa,
Whatever.
But I don't think. What you think the common music is hip hop then, huh?
I mean, to party to, I think so. I mean, because I'll listen to rock, but then in my head, I'm like not in the mood to party to like fucking
Cranberries.
Cranberries.
In ya?
But remember when we lived in Galt, you listened to Steve Miller at a party or Eagles.
Yeah. Well, that's because people were trying to be older or be cool.
Yeah.
Fucking
Steve Miller band, like, you know, and that's kind of pop rock anyway. Steve Miller's kind of pop rock.
Yeah.
But no, but I mean, if you fucking listen to Snoop Dogg, nothing but the G thing, you feel like partying, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. But then, and I'm not saying I listen to everything, but I love blues. I listen to blues all the time, but I wouldn't play blues at a party.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I love Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Double Trouble.
Oh fuck! I still have CDs, all Stevie Ray Vaughan music.
The Sky is Crying, dude. He's got some bad shit.
He's badass, dude. But I wouldn't play him at a party.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Lenny. He's gonna play Lenny at a party. Ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding.
It's like Crosby, Stills, and Nash too, dude. I like some of their shit, dude. But
I'm a huge Fleetwood Mac fan. Like I love Fleetwood Mac, especially with fucking Stevie
you
Nicks.
can play that at a party, dude.
But you can, but it's not the same, dude.
It's not dance music.
It's not like, oh shit, fucking roll up a joint. We got fucking Snoop Dogg in the house.
No, you could roll up a joint to Stevie Nicks, dude, and fucking just sit back and talk.
Oh, if you're gonna relax. Yeah. And I guess at our age we're trying to relax too. We're trying to chill out. Yeah.
But, I mean, I think the one-hit wonders is where you go because everybody knows the one-hit wonder songs, dude.
Can you in a room of adults your age, can you just light up a joint now?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
What about, you think there's people who still get offended by it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That still have that. It's
I went over this with my kids.
Crack cocaine. They're smoking crack, I think.
No, like my old in-laws and my parents, when my son just broke out his little fucking box with his rolling papers and everything, he's just sat down on the table and rolled it up fucking, and they were all like, oh my God, he's doing marijuana. Oh my God. I'm like, Dad, it's fucking legal now. You don't have to hide it. We went to see the Star Wars, right? And I had those 3 kids, and they're all 25, 28 years old, right? Mm-hmm. And they're all talking about where we're going to smoke at. Fucking, where can we smoke this? What the fuck are you talking about? It's legal now. You don't have to hide in the bushes and smoke a joint now.
But you do have to respect people's space, I think. Like,
we're in the middle of a fucking parking lot, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but like, I understand respecting people's space because some people don't want their kids around it. But I understand. I don't get it. But I'm still kind of the same way. But okay, if I come over your house, I'm not going to sit at the table, roll up a joint, and start smoking because that's your house, that's your space. That's not my space to do that.
Yeah, but you know my house is weed friendly.
Right. But I wouldn't want somebody coming over and my son's upstairs just fucking lighting up and hotboxing the house because Sarah would be pissed. I'd be like, no, that's not cool because that's. But
it's okay to drink a beer.
No, yes, I know there's still stigma, and I told you I still fall into that fucking hole of that stigma. There's something about it, like I'll respect people's space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I come over here and you're like cool, like I'm like fucking okay, Frasier's cool with it. Who cares?
I like the smell. I can't smoke it right now, but I like the smell of it and all that shit, dude. Mm-hmm. Well, I was thinking about that with music too, because it's one of the few things I really get hyped up for. Like I'm going to go to a concert, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I really want to see certain bands or certain entertainers still. And music, for me, is one of those things that gets me hyped to go see it. Like, I'm really excited when I got concert tickets and the fucking day comes up. And
It's more like, because we used to go to watch Cambrio. And Cambrio was the old Cambrio. Not that you can't even find their music anymore. I think they split up, and it's not on YouTube. It's not on any music. I think they took all their music off all the outlets.
Have you checked Grindr?
Yeah, but there's a new Cambrio, but the old Cambrio dude was badass, dude. They were like live musicians, and they all played and the lady that sung was just fucking amazing. Like we used to go watch them play, but now they're broken. But I enjoyed going watching play because were fucking just smooth. It was just like smooth blues, jazz. It was just cool, and that's the stuff I like going to listen to. But the big concerts, I'm not really a big fan of being like around fucking 20,000 people listening to somebody play. Like that's just not me. I'm not a big fucking crowd person anyways. But, yeah.
No, I like the smaller venues too, man. Like I see Michael McDonald at the Crest. There's like, 800 people in there?
Michael McDonald's badass, dude.
Dude, his voice is still good, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
I keep forgetting I'm in love with you. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again.
Keep forgetting how you made it so real.
The Doobie Brothers, dude. When he was with the Doobie Brothers, that was fucking.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hey, he sings a song though. Lenny Kravitz' "I Belong to You." He sings one, "You Belong to Me." J-Lo redid it. But that song, I don't know why it was never played. It's like a B-side or something, but it's one of the best fucking songs, dude.
So what do you think the best music to party to is?
It's got to be dance shit, so probably Tone Loc.
Wild Thing.
Funky Cole Medina, dude.
Wild Thing.
It's got to be something you can dance to, man.
Yeah?
Well, even like you saying, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Chronic.
That whole 90s thing,
yeah.
Like, I think that was like classic right there. That was like the shit that you could party to.
What about Debbie Deb or Trenier?
I could listen to that too. Like fucking SOS Band.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, shit.
Guy.
Yeah.
Groove me, baby, tonight. Yeah. Dude, we have it coming up because like there's got to be songs like you could sing like, okay, here's a country song that come on is like Friends in Low Places, right, by Garth Brooks. Everybody knows that song, so they'll sing it and shit, but it's not a dance song.
No, you got. I played it one time. We were like playing fucking bunco with like a lot of couples, right? You play bunco, couple buncos.
No, I'm a man.
No, I know. That's what I always said. But then our friends Dennis and Casey, they would have these bunco parties, and it was cool. They'd have fucking food and drinks. You'd be fucked up. It was fucking fun as fuck. But I would always make a CD for it, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna make. I got this song after this song, dude.
I know your style, dude.
So then it was like fucking.
What you gonna do when you get out of jail?
No. When El DeBarge came on with I like, yeah. Dude, everybody stopped and sang the whole fucking song. Yeah. Like that's good shit right there.
I like it. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. So what are you doing for your news? Are you having a DJ?
We got a DJ, dude. So all the pressure's on her.
Ooh.
You know, that's what I feel. I mean, we throw songs or
dude,
whatever.
Okay, can you request it?
Yeah.
Okay, I want 90s Too Short music, dude.
Too Short? Yeah, fucking there's another one, dude.
Ooh, dude. I was listening to Too Short this week. Again, this Too
Short. I
Short
see you walking down the street and I had to stop. I turned up the radio and dropped the top.
Oh, it's just that fucking bass?
You're so fine.
Oh, man. I was listening. I was like, oh, shit.
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun
Playhouse.
Dun 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 dun.
Bitch.
Dun dun dun.
You like to fuck?
Yeah. That's another one, dude. And everybody just be high elbowing it.
Oh shit. It's gotta be Too Short. Like you got Montel Jordan, this is how we do it. Yeah. But then you got Too Short, it's a whole different vibe. It's like, oh shit, everybody's relaxed and cool and calm. Yeah, I like that shit.
No, we're gonna make sure it happens, dude. Look, we rolled on music for fucking 18 minutes, dude, and I don't feel like we're done, dude.
What do we got? Something new?
Yeah.
Something serious. What we got?
All right, how about you want to hit politics or fucking the parenting thing?
Parenting thing.
All right.
What about parenting thing?
Well, we're saying, I think we've covered this before in a past show, but there's different ways you can go about parenting. I use love and discipline. But the other part of parenting I think we're talking about is about like owning a house, renting a house.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? I seen, because you have the DJ. What's the DJ's name?
Jeanette.
Okay, her sister Jennifer Marie, right?
Jennifer, yeah.
She posted something, and as soon as she posted, I was like, that's bullshit. And then I started thinking about it. She said she posted something. You know how people post these quotes or whatever?
Yeah.
It said, you can't parent your kids the way your parents does or something like that, your parents. And I was like, fuck you can. You can fucking discipline. And I was thinking, no, you know what? You do parent them different because the accessibility to fucking music, to fucking TV, sex, all this shit is like my little boy, and I'm listening to this shit, and they're talking about fucking. They're like, hey, we're gonna be fucking or whatever. And if I was 13, I wouldn't be able to fucking really listen to that. Like, but now I'm like, it's so accessible. Why? There is so much. I'm not gonna sit there and let him watch fucking porn, right? But I'm gonna let him watch something that I couldn't watch at my age because it's so accessible. I can't keep him from it. Like, it's not gonna do no good for me to keep him from real life. Like, and I think that's where we get into this fucking this, like, we're going back in the past to how our parents raised us. Like, keep everything, cookie cutter clean, but at some point, real life is real life. Like, however we want to pretend it's not real life. Like, I have a lot of people, family members that go to church and they keep their kids from all this. But you're not helping them because real life is real life, dude.
Well, I think this part of the process that happened, right? Like when we were kids, an R-rated movie was R-rated. Like you can't watch an R-rated movie.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But then what happened was you had Marvel or DC come out with these superhero movies that are R-rated.
Well, you watch Wonder Woman, how sexy she's dressing and stuff. Like it's a different time. Yeah, it's just like, but our parents before them, they have I Love Lucy, where Ricky and Lucy slept in separate beds. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a different time, and I think she was right when she posted that. I was like, yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. You're actually right. We do have to parent our kids different. It's a different time.
Yeah, but as for discipline, I don't think there should be a difference, and that's where we're falling apart, man. Is the kids aren't getting disciplined like they used to.
Oh no, I agree. I was in my house still to this day, zero tolerance, dude. My daughter's 22. When she's there, I'm like zero tolerance. Like that's just how I am. But when we joke and we talk about stuff, it's a lot of different shit. It's more shit that I like the kids' jokes always like D's nuts, you know. Hey, D's nuts, whatever. And like, dude, DJ, your butthole stinks, dude. Do fucking stick some toilet paper in there or something. Like, we joke differently than I would joke at that age. Yeah, it's different. Like my daughter, we were talking about fucking strippers last night, and she was like, guys, stripping is gross. Like, who wants to look at a guy's body? Like, we were talking about that. Like, dicks look fucking gross. It looks like a fucking mangled up fucking carnage or whatever, and we were joking about it, but I would never be able to joke with my parents like that.
Well, I think that's a choice as us being parents, though. Like, I decided a long time ago I was just going to try to be myself. Mm-hmm. I wasn't going to try to be dad. You know, I was going to try to be myself. And part of that process is just telling my kids the truth about everything. You know, whether it's drug uses or fucking my sexual escapades, whatever it is, dude. I don't lie to them.
Yeah, you can not lie to, like, that's your parenting, that's your way, and I'd like for anything, religion or politics, I say.
But the hypocrisy of it is what gets to me.
Like, it is, and I'm hypocritical on some stuff too. I don't like with my daughter. I'm more open now because she's 22. But my son, I still keep stuff from him, just because I still want him. Part of me still wants him to be a kid. Like, I don't want him to grow up and know all this shit. I want him to enjoy being a fucking 13-year-old boy. I don't want him. I see this with other kids, how I see other kids' parents will fucking bring them along faster, and it's almost like they think of DJ like kind of silly because he's a little kid. But I want DJ to enjoy being a little kid. I don't want him to know everything that goes on in the world. There's a time where he will be to understand it better, and eventually I will explain more and more shit to him, but I still want him to enjoy being a child.
No, absolutely. You got one shot at that shit, dude. I mean, I think I was forced to grow up quicker than most kids because of my living arrangements, right? Like having to move and deal with emotions that a fucking young kids shouldn't have to deal with, you know?
Sure.
And even when you're a teenager and you have to deal with those emotions, you're going through puberty and you got all kinds of shit going on where fucking you love your mom and dad 1 second, but they say something that you can't do in the next second. You're like, fuck them. I hope they get run over by a bus. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I think what we were talking about when we were getting into that shit too was about living arrangements, right?
Mm-hmm. Putting your children in a place to succeed.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Sarah about this last night. I was like, you know, and it happens too with a lot of inner city areas, like with the fucking a lot of black areas or Mexican areas, is where poor white areas is like you put your kids around other things that aren't successful, like and I mean successful like in a happy life, and you don't have to be millions of dollars. I think that's all bullshit anyways. I'm just saying successful in life where you can enjoy life, like in a good quality. So you put your kids, if you put them in a bad area, right, just because you want to be able to own a home in that area. We were talking about this. Because that's what you can afford, instead of renting like in a better area. You just want to say, I own a home, so whatever. You put your kids in a bad area, all they're going to be friends around is people who are, you know, doing bad. Drug dealers, fucking people who steal, parents that are on drugs. You're putting them around a bad circumstance where you're only worried about your happiness. You're not worried about your kids' success. So I think putting them in a good public school system or a private school, whatever you want, putting them in, you know, a good area where their friends are like good kids and have happy lives and have their parents, like putting them in a situation where they can succeed. But by putting them going to a fucking fucked up area, that's what I never understand. And I understand people's poverty, it's hard for them to get out, but why not? Why stay there? Why keep your kids in that environment when they have to fight to try to get out? It's already hard enough to make it as it is. Why not put them in a place where they can succeed?
I think some of it might maybe not be by choice, man. Like that's all they can afford type deal. But
no, I understand. But there is places where you can find maybe a smaller home or a cheaper place to live where you're going to put your kid in a better school system.
Yeah, like, you know, I've been house poor most of my life, dude, because I try to provide a bigger house than what the kids needed, or give them their own bedrooms and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So I've been there myself, but I've always tried to live in good areas like Galt, Elk Grove. They're pretty good areas to raise families, man. I'd pick that over inner city Sacramento or fuck on the skirts of Oak Park or something like that.
Yeah,
you know?
like why would I move there and say, well, it's cheaper for me to live so I can go on more vacations, but then my kids got to deal. Like, I couldn't imagine putting my son in a school like that where it's probably going to get bullied all the fucking time. It's going to be hard for him to even enjoy life. Like, he's in the school right now where it's all fun. Like, he loves his friends, and they're all about this. They all live the same kind of life. They have their parents at home and shit like that. Why would I not put my kid in a fucking environment to enjoy his childhood? Like, why would I be like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna go to South Sac, and just because I found a place where I could buy it for $200,000 and I could own this fucking house, but my kid's gonna have to go to school in Oak Park or whatever. And like, why would I do that to my fucking kids, dude? That's not helping them to succeed. And then when they get older, you're like, well, what went wrong? What happened? Well, you put them in an environment not to succeed.
Yeah.
That's your fault. Like, that's where you have to take some responsibility as parents.
I'll give you a good one, man. It's Stockton, right? You can still find some real affordable housing in Stockton, right? Mm-hmm. But you're going to be around gangs. You're going to be around dope, probably prostitution.
Depends on what school you go to.
Well, just those areas where you can still pick a house up for $120,000, $150,000, but you're in that kind of a neighborhood, man.
And not to be mean or anything, but those are the kids they're going to be friends with.
Yeah.
Those are the people, their parents. What do you think the good percentage? Like, probably, and it's not, you can't eliminate it. And obviously, you're going to have fucking, where my kid goes to school, maybe their parents are on fucking painkillers and opiates, and, it's a different kind of level of problem. But for the most part, there's a pretty good chance they're going to be around good fucking positive fucking kids, right? Why would I put them in a fucked up area? Why would I put, and then everybody they know is doing shady shit. Eventually my kids might get caught up in that shit too. I'm not going to put them in there so they don't have no chance to succeed, dude.
It's the old saying, man, birds of a feather flock together. So if you start putting your kid in a flock of birds that fucking does bad shit, your kid's going to end up doing bad shit.
Look at us. Like, we all have this similar mentality. Like if we had a friend that fucking didn't take care of their family or something, we'd kind of fucking be like, dude, this
What's
guy's
up?
kind of a
Yeah.
lame-o, dude. But we all have that same, like, we kind of flock together. We all have that same mentality. Like, we're all kind of childish. We all kind of take care of our families, though. We all fucking are productive citizens. We all have that same mentality, and I think you're right. People do flock together,
Yeah,
dude.
man, because when you're the black sheep in a flock or in a fucking herd of other sheep, right? All the emphasis is on you. Every little side piece of talk is about you and you fucking up and what the fuck you're doing wrong, right?
Yeah.
How are we going to help this guy? How are we going to get across to him? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've had a couple friends that fucking went off the deep end, man, and I'm not going to follow them. I'm not going to go down that route, man.
No, especially when you get older, you start realizing what it's all about, and you're like, fuck, dude, it's all bullshit, dude. All this chasing, all this fucking money, good, go for it. I'm not even trying to go for it, get your shit, but at the end of the day, dude, because my daughter's always talking about making money. I want to make money. I said, dear, that's great, good for you. I'm not going to try to stop you, but life is about having a great home life, family. That's what it's all about. I said, you want to have money to be able to experience this stuff, take your kids to Disney, that's great. But make sure you have a happy home life, because that's the priority over everything. Everything else is bullshit, dude.
Well, I try to tell my son, like, he's real comfortable in his job. He works for the weed industry. He does electrical work for a big weed grower in California. Mm-hmm. And it's a pretty good job, but he's not getting what he's worth, dude. I try to tell him, an electrician, right? You're going to make $45, $50 an hour. You go to the Bay Area, you're probably making $65, $70 an hour, right?
In the union, like the big companies around here, which is like H&D and shit, they only pay like $25. I mean, electrician. It's like anything in the trade. It's been there hasn't been any growth for wages really at all, unless you're like in the custom area and you can find a niche or something like that. But for the most part, production electricians and shit, they make $25 to $30 an hour.
Yeah, well, I try to tell him, it's a choice in life, whether you like your lifestyle. He still lives with his mom, right? Mm-hmm. But if you want to get a good paying job with medical benefits, all that kind of shit, right? You're probably going to have to stop smoking weed, right?
Yes.
Because they're going to drug test and all that kind of shit. Yes. So you got to clean up, play the role if you want that better part of life. Mm-hmm. And he's 25 now, so I'm like, dude, you got a good lady. You guys either are thinking about making, it serious and everything. You're going to have a family. Mm-hmm. You need to make sure you can take care of yourself before you take care of your family or another person, right?
We were talking about that last night because another good friend of mine, Dennis, he had his son, he got his girlfriend pregnant. They're going to have a kid. He moved him into their house. He said, here's your opportunity. Get your money saved up. Get yourself so you can go out there and get a good start. He's a police officer now in Elk Grove. He went through the academy. He did all the shit. Now he's going to make decent money. He's got his wife. He had another kid. Now they got their own place, their own home. Dude, and I was explaining to someone else, I got Aaliyah at home right now. She's living there. And I'm like, dear, don't be in a rush to go out there and struggle and get your own place and shit. She makes really good money, right? She could do it. But she's going to put herself in a position where she's always trying to make it, right? Because it's hard. And I said, get yourself a nice car. Put money in the bank. Pay off any bills you have. When you move out, you have 10, 15, 20,000 in the bank. You can get your own place, your own furniture. You're not, oh, fuck, I got to make sure hey, can I borrow $200 for groceries this week? You're not doing that. This is what I can do for you. I can give you a better opportunity to succeed. And I think when we're talking about kids and raising them, I think that's giving them the tools to succeed. I'm as I get older, I'm realizing leaving them money and property and all that shit is not helping them. It's not going to help them.
Bullshit, dude. Because damn well if you got left the house, you would be all over it.
100%. But that's not okay. But to this point, okay, that's fine, Frasier. But I'm talking about if I was 24 and somebody left me $500,000 in the house, that would not help me at all be the person I am today. I would not be the person. I would never know how to fucking work for a living, how to earn a living, how to take care of my family properly. I think that what you can do for your kids is give them the tools to succeed. And it would be nice. Yeah, you die, you leave your kid a house, whatever. That's great. But that's not helping them be the people who they need to be.
Well, you see it. I see it at work because I got both sides of the fence where kids are struggling and the guy works at PG&E, but the guy's struggling because he got a divorce and now he's paying child support. Mm-hmm. He's paying alimony. He's basically really fucked, but he's still helping his kid go through college. But his kid's going out, getting the grades to get in college, getting the fucking grants and the other shit that comes in, right? Mm-hmm. So I see that struggle here, and that kid that's struggling to make shit happens, that's where life happens. That's where your learning experience comes, is through that struggle, right? That's what makes life good. On the other hand, I got another buddy of mine that's putting 2 of his kids through college. His kids aren't paying nothing. Mm-hmm. His kids got free room and board, They work a job on the side to make their own money for car, gas, that kind of shit, but they're not going through the same type of struggle this other kid here is. So by the time both these guys get out of college, right, one's going to be fucking hungry as fuck to pay off his student loan debt or do whatever the fuck he's got to do to make shit happen. And this other guy's doesn't have it as hard, so he's not going to be pushing at life as hard.
Right. And we were talking about that last night too. And so everybody has different opportunities. We don't all have the same fucking opportunities, right? Yeah. And I was talking about my wife's friend's, her cousin's kid, right? And her and my daughter are the same age, right? She is not tall and she wasn't had the ability to get a basketball scholarship and go to a private college. She never had that opportunity. So the opportunity was different for her, right? But her parents kept giving her opportunity to live with them, to try to make better choices, and she kept not making good choices. That's where we can help our kids. Try to give them the best opportunity to hone skills, to give them the tools they need to succeed on their own. That's what I try to do with my kids, is say the skills, okay, this is how you talk to people. This is how you treat people. This is what you do in this situation. This is what you do over in this situation. When you go to work, make sure that you're on time. Make sure you do this. You're giving them all the tools they need to succeed, right? after that, that's up to them. But we have to give them the tools they need to succeed in life. Like me being hard on making sure my daughter went to every single practice, regardless if she was sick or not. Now she goes to work. She don't miss a day of work. Me making sure she's on time to everything, early every time. She goes to work. She goes to work. She's on time to work.
Yeah.
Same thing with my son, making sure he gets up early on the weekends, making sure he's not lazy, make sure he walks, make sure he does this. Will make him have the tools he needs to succeed in whatever he does. Because there's some things that are constant. Showing up on time, being responsible, being respectful. You know, all this shit that you can do, and you could take with any trade.
Well, and all the shit you're talking about doesn't cost money.
Right.
It costs time.
Yes.
It costs
energy,
an experience of them seeing you do it.
Yes.
You know, that type of stuff. Like I've told my kids several times. You know, I was married 10 years the first time. I was married 15 years total this second time, right? But we had dysfunctional. It wasn't like my mom and dad or some older couples that have been together forever. Like they have it stamped. We're together forever, right? I didn't set up a good relationship for them to see.
Yeah.
You know, they seen love and they seen caring and they seen happiness and all that kind of stuff, but they also seen the bad shit, you know?
Yes, but I mean, that shit's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do about it, but
they learn from that shit too.
They do learn from it, dude. And like what we had to learn through, my kids won't have to learn through. That's what's kind of fucked, is they'll never have any struggles like that. But it's okay. You don't want them to struggle like that, but you want to give them the tools. Okay, when I seen KJ the other day at the mall, right?
Yeah.
It's weird because when you see somebody, you can see the spirit on him, kind of.
Yeah.
And he has this like positive spirit in him. And that's what you want to see in your kids, right?
Yeah.
That's what you want to see. Like, that's important. Like, we have a developer at work. Developer we work for, right? His kid's like 2-3 years out of college. They're already talking about buying a plane, right? A private plane. Because like, seriously. Yeah, and this is serious. It's not bullshit talk. Seriously. But that kid will never have the respect for someone who's sweeping up. He'll never have that respect. It's the king and the prince, right? The king will fucking earn this fucking thing, and the prince has this thing, and he'll never really see how to be a human being, right? That's not to have $1 billion. You can't be a real human being like that. There's no fucking way. You're out of touch with reality. Completely out of touch with reality. It's really hard to be touching reality because you can't walk around with that wealth knowing there's people starving in the streets and be arrogant about it.
That's your conscience, though, man. I mean,
true. That's what you want to teach. That's why I said when I seen KJ the other day, you've seen the spirit around him, like, oh, that's a good spirited person, right? And that's what I want and I see it in my kids. You see them, you meet them, and you're like, oh, that's a good spirited person. They're like, hey, how's it going, man? How's it going? Yeah, oh, how's everything going? How's the podcast going? Whatever. They'll just go like, I like that. I like that energy. And I think at the end of the day, when we're all said and done, that's who we're trying to raise, dude.
Well, see, that's where I'm at too, man. Fucking kind of off the kid topic, but souls, man. Like, right? Your soul don't cost you money either, right?
No, it doesn't.
No, the happiness you emanate or that you give to other people, right? That shit's free. And when it's genuine, it's wanted. People want that.
Right.
They want that in their life. They're like, yes, I want to have this guy around me because he makes me happy. Makes me smile, right? So you set your kids up by doing that. Give them an example, you know. Be courteous. Be respectful when you interact with other people. Like you were saying earlier, you know, a lot of people... when I'm talking to someone, my kid comes up, my kid's going to sit there and wait till we're done having a conversation, right?
Right.
But some people, on the other hand, they're like, oh, hold on, man, my kid's got to say something, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I don't know, because we get older, you realize, like, okay, do I want wealth for my kid? Sure. I want them to do good. I want them to have a nice house. That's fine. But would I sacrifice that wealth to being a douchebag? No. I'd rather my kid be a regular working person that's a good-hearted, genuine, good person. Because at the end of the day, that's all that really fucking matters is how many people you affect in a positive way. You could be a billionaire and be a fucking douchebag, and all the people are going to remember is how big of a fucking douchebag you were. Yeah. Like, you want to affect people. And I know people with... My cousin Tony, right? Not no money or nothing. She goes... constantly out in the streets, do the thing with the homeless. She touches people all the time. She's affecting a lot of people with no money.
Yeah,
with no money,
it's just time,
just the spirit, just the spirit and the time. And it's good to see people like that. Like, that's what moves this world, like, in a good space. And we can transition into the impeachment thing because that's we were talking about Trump.
Oh yeah.
Just because like when I say something negative, it's Trump has so many opportunities to be a good person.
Hold off on it, man, because we gotta kill 20 minutes on that shit.
That's easy. Yeah. I could kill 20 minutes.
All right, we'll close out kids in, dude. Let's just
you giving me a blowjob.
Yeah, it would take 2 minutes.
Oh, you're that good, huh?
Yeah. Don't you think that perspective, dude? Like, I thought about this with gay guys, right? Like, a gay guy knows how to give another guy head.
I heard this before.
Don't you think so? I mean,
they know they're working. They're with a tool all fucking day.
That's right.
They know what functions and what doesn't. Because I listened to some girls talk about that, about girls going down on other girls.
On the girls, yeah, right.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, I'd rather have a girl who go down," because they know everything that moves them.
Well, like I was talking to a chick about this just recently, and
except for Frasier, like he's got that.
I'm a lesbian.
He's a skill. He's a skill. He's a skill. He's a tradesman. When it comes to pleasing women, he's a tradesman. He's a craftsman.
Let me tell you this: like
he's a journeyman.
She was trying to tell me about deep throating and shit, and I was like,
"Who's this?"
That's one of my sister's friends.
Oh, okay.
She's an older lady.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But she's trying to tell me about deep throating and cupping balls. And remember, I sent you a picture of her. She had the fellas shirt on. She's an older gal.
Oh shit!
Gray hair.
Yeah, I wouldn't picture that conversation.
Yeah, but whatever. We got in this conversation
it's all
about
good, dude.
And I told her, I said, look, like 90% of a man's feeling is in the fucking head of his penis, right? The shaft has some feeling in it, but there's not really too much feeling at the base, right?
But it's the balls, dude.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about, cupping the balls and moving them. I'm like, I don't know.
You don't like that?
What, tickling with my balls?
Yeah.
No.
You don't?
You like the finger in the butthole too?
Frasier. Nothing has ever entered my fucking butthole. In fact,
allegedly.
I said when I get to fucking have to have a prostate check, that's what I was talking to somebody about. I was like, I'm just gonna probably end up.
You said it on the show. You're gonna die of
I'm
ass
just gonna
cancer.
die because I'm gonna be a virgin in there for the rest of my life.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, she's like, what do you mean there's different feeling? I'm like, it's just like your clit. You know, all the labia and everything around there, right, doesn't have the same feeling as the clit, dude. That's a man's penis.
The most sensitive part is the balls, dude.
Yeah.
If you just slightly rub them.
Well, or you hurt them. You move them wrong and they hit each other.
Yeah, but you can't squeeze them to hurt them, dude.
Well, that's all about pressure and all that kind of stuff. But I've heard a comedian say this one time. He's like, when God was making the man's body, he put like 300 nerve endings up here. He put 200 in your feet, 300 in your legs, but then he put 25,000 in the tip of your penis, right? Because that's where all the magic is. Like, I try to tell her, if you just held it and you just had the head exposed, right? Just went to town on that, you would be fucking good to go.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, well, if anybody knew, it'd be you.
Well, I guarantee you on a woman, too. You just fucking put a circle around that fucking little hood and the man in the boat.
Okay.
And you went to town, you're good to go, dude.
Man, there's going to be a...
I don't know how the fuck we got on blowjobs, dude. What are you talking about, dude?
What am I talking about? You're talking about blowjobs.
You like dicks, dude. What are you talking
You're
about,
talking
man?
about it, dude.
Fucking close it out, dude. What the fuck, man? All right, so we were going to talk about this impeachment because it just happened, dude.
Yeah, we could talk about it. You know, and I keep saying this. I'm like, he has so many opportunities to do good, and he just fucking steps in his own fucking way by stupid shit. He's like, okay, so the impeachment thing is only hurting the Democrats, right? It's not helping the Democrats at all. That base is not wavering. The Trump is not wavering. I don't think it's hurting. It's just causing more hate for the left, I think.
Yeah.
Right? And I think it's do I think it should go to trial? At this point, I think you should follow the rules of the Constitution. Like, take it to trial. I think Trump wants it to go to trial. He said.
I think so too, because then there'll be a fair hearing. Because, like I explained to my son,
I'm down for a fair hearing, dude.
This first part of the impeachment, basically, what he got impeached for is an accusation. So they make the accusation, right, in the House, right.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going to go on to Congress, and Congress is where the trial is held.
I think this is all based on the interpretation of the phone call. Am I correct?
Yes, okay, completely.
But okay, it's okay. I shouldn't generalize, but I would say most people know that he was trying to get dirt on Biden. That's what he was trying to do. Like, I don't think there was any. Now, I think the argument is it impeachable or is it not impeachable?
Yeah.
I think most people can agree that's where the argument is, right? Is it impeachable or not impeachable?
the whole issue I have, you don't have a dollar amount. You don't have anything that's like, I'm going to give you this if you do that. That's not.
Well, I think there was a dollar amount because there was a certain amount of funds that were already allocated for that. But it was like, if you help me do this, and I was listening to somebody else, they're saying it was going to happen because he just doesn't know politics. Like he was saying, a regular politician would know not to go on that phone, would use a back channel. That's what I was listening to on the. They would have used a back channel and this happens all the time. They use back channels, and presidents have been probably doing this forever, using this leverage to get people to do different things. Right now, we're in a different age where it's more political, but. People use back channels. It's just Trump wasn't smart enough politically to use a back channel. The day after the Mueller report, he went on and he's like, people around him like, stop what you're doing.
Here's the deal: is that they did it because they want the people that don't really know. Like I said, the 2% politicians, the people that politics only takes up 2% of their life, right? Mm-hmm. They just read the headlines. They don't have any backstory. Because if you look at the aid that's being withheld, right? Mm-hmm. It was withheld for like 20 days or something like that. You go through the other ones: Afghanistan, Libya, South America, where all this foreign aid is gone, right? Mm-hmm. He's held up every single one of them. There isn't one that he just said, okay, because he's real frugal on giving money to these other people that ain't fucking kicking into us.
Yeah, he made the phone call. He just doesn't know politics. He made the phone call. He was trying to get dirt on Biden, a candidate that was going to be running against him. That's what he was trying to do. Anybody who says, no, he was looking for corrupt, get the fuck out of here. We know what Trump's about. And all I'm saying is that I don't know if it's impeachable. I know that he made that call. That's what he was trying to do. It's obvious. So go through the process. And everybody says, well, what about Biden? Investigate Biden. I don't have no problem with that. Well, I'm just a person that tells my kids, don't start saying, what about them? What about Clinton? Focus on you. Whatever because you can control you.
You've had this ever since he came down the escalator, and then it happened day after he became president, where like Rashid Tlaib got fucking put into office because she said, I'm going to impeach the motherfucker, right? Mm-hmm. They got this impeachment talk happening for years. And Nancy Pelosi said it 2 days ago. She said, we've been trying to do this for 2.5 years.
I think,
but here's what she said.
About it. I don't think Nancy Pelosi wanted this.
But she said this on mic and queued up. She said, we've been trying to do this for 2.5 years, and now it's done. Well, the phone call took place in May. So how the fuck are you trying to impeach him on this for 2.5 years when the phone call took place in May? There's a big mistake, she said right there.
See, that's the problem I think everybody has is they start going off with like different roads of this. It's pretty simple. He made the call. He did this. Let it go through the trial. If he didn't do nothing wrong, let it go.
Let me ask you this: the accuser, right, the whistleblower, right? Nobody's heard from him. Nobody's heard anything.
Well, I think the whistle. See, that's what's good about like Fox News does is they'll start bringing up the whistleblower. Let's just talk about what he did. He made the phone call. Yeah. He tried to use leverage to get somebody to investigate Biden. I'm sure politicians do that all the time. But I'm not saying that. But okay, is it impeachable? I don't know. Go through the process and see if it is. That's all I'm saying. Stop bringing up Clinton and Obama what about the whistleblower? All that's irrelevant. It's what he did. And are you going to be accountable for it? If it's not, that's fine too.
Well, here's what I say about it, man, is that if you're on the left, they want to impeach him. That's the way it is. That's why they voted the way they did. And if you look at, there was bipartisan support, but it was bipartisan support to not impeach. 2 Democrats defected and said, no, we don't want to impeach him. There wasn't one Republican that voted, yes, we need to impeach him, right? Mm-hmm. So there was no bipartisan support there except on the other side. And that was one thing she said, well, we need to do this for the Constitution. We need to keep America straight.
And there's no way every Republican can see and say, no, I don't want to impeach. I think for the most part, people are voting party lines for the most part. And like I seen a Democrat, I forget her name. She was voting to impeach, and she's in a Trump state, in a Trump area, and she was going through these town halls, and they were booing her. And
it's gonna hurt her.
But that's fine. But at least she's going with her conscience. Now she might be right or wrong, whatever. That's fine. Yeah. and I just don't like these people who go down party lines who just say and pretend like, come on, pretend that like he's not a shady fucking character, or like who was somebody was talking about, like Republicans in private talk about him like he's a fucking like douchebag. Like in private they're like, this fucking idiot, man, why does he keep doing this? And
well, they do that to all presidents. You think Obama walked on water or Clinton did?
But what they do is
they got people that hate him.
It's with this Christian news magazine that came out and said something about Trump, whatever, like they want him out of office, whatever. And I'm saying, okay, all of a sudden he hasn't changed who he was. He's the same person he was from day one. Now all of a sudden you're saying you don't get credit for this. Like your moral base is fouled up because he's the same person he was from day one. Why are you changing your fucking stance now?
Well, here's what it is with the Christians and stuff, right? Trump will say, thank you, God. He'll say, God bless America. He uses God, right? Mm-hmm. You never got that from the other presidents.
Dude, you're insane.
No.
That's every president done that. Every president. You said that before, and I was like, what the? I looked back, I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? All Bush talked about was the fucking, all Bush Sr., all Reagan talked about. I went online and I watched Obama talk about it multiple times. But they all talk about it all the time. This is what it was, is they wanted their judges in there. Now the Christians got all their judges they wanted in there. Yeah. Now they're fucking talking shit about him. Because now they got their judges.
Well, that's part of being political too, man.
But you can't be political when you're a religious group. You can't be political.
Dude, every president does that. What are you just coming back on what you said?
No. I'm talking about the religious people. I'm not talking about the president. I'm talking about the group of Christians now all of a sudden who are calling them out. Now they got all their judges. Now what they got what they wanted because they want to overturn Roe versus Wade. Now all of a sudden they're like, oh, he's such a bad person, and you know what? We condemn him from using that language and talking about women like no. He was the same person he was from day one. Now you got your judges. Now you're ostracizing them. Well, you can't go back, and you don't get credit for that.
Here's part of the reason too. Well, like I told you, Christians are forgiving, right? Mm-hmm. Catholics are forgiving. You get forgiven for that shit, regardless of what was said.
100%.
You get forgiven for
100%.
it. And the other part of it is, every single guy, we've talked about this before, when it's just me and you chopping it up here, we use language that we wouldn't use around other people, especially around women.
No, 100%. Right? The problem with it is that
he just got caught being a dude.
That shit, whatever, is whatever. That's before he was elected, but you're still on stage every time. Yeah. And I listen to him speak, and I'm like, who the fuck is... and you can say, oh, his policies help me. Okay, that's fine. But you can't say and watch him up there and when he's making fun of somebody or calling somebody fat or ugly or whatever, and you say, that's not presidential. That's not how you're... Well, that's how we talk. I don't want somebody up there like how I talk.
Yeah, but that's how he got elected, man.
No, you're right.
But what you're saying in turn is you don't want somebody up there like you.
I don't want somebody up there like me. I want somebody who holds himself to a higher standard than me.
How the hell did she get in here, dude?
The dog's a fucking ninja.
She opened that fucking door,
She's a ninja, dude.
She opened the fucking door.
But I want somebody better than me. I want somebody who holds himself to a higher standard than me. Like I watched Bush the other day talk on this talk show, and I never agreed with Bush on a lot of his politics. But he's just respectful in the way he handles himself. I just think this is who Trump was. You're right. And this is why he got elected, because he talks like this. And I think half of the country wants that. Yeah. I do think it's 50-50 for the most part.
I think everybody's tired of the cookie cutter politician, dude. Everybody's done with that.
And the problem is the Democrats haven't put up a valid candidate.
But that's part of the reason why AOC's getting run, Rashid Tlaib's getting run.
100%.
Because they're not fucking normal, right? And then you have somebody that tries really hard to be different, like Beto will work, right?
He's a phony to me, dude.
He is phony, and it comes through because he's like, oh, here I am on Instagram getting a haircut like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
this is why I have certain respect for Bernie Sanders, and I might not like his politics or whatever, but Bernie Sanders is Bernie Sanders, dude. The way I watched him interview, he is who he is. It's like, that's who he is. He says, this is who I am. I'm a social democrat. I'm a this, whatever. He'll say who he is. That's fine. I have respect. And for Trump, for a certain proportion, I have respect too, because that's who he is.
That's what he does.
That's what he does. But I don't agree with the way he carries himself, because I don't want my children to be, if my children behaved or talked like that, called somebody fat or ugly, whatever, did that, I'd be like, hey, don't be like that. That's not a good person.
You think your kids aren't doing that behind the scenes?
I think well, it's not behind the scenes, Frasier. It's out in public. It's when you speak. You don't do that. I know, I wouldn't walk with my children and you wouldn't either and behave like that. You wouldn't want them to. You'd be like, hey, that's not how you treat people. Yeah. And that's what he's doing. That's not how you treat people. You don't treat people like that. And that's where the divide is coming.
I don't think he's randomly treating people that way. He's treating people that come after him that way.
But you can't do that. Why you can't be that person.
Why can't you defend yourself? Why not?
First of all, you're the president. You're supposed to be above that. Like, I'm trying at my age to try to...
Who says that?
Listen.
You say that. Who says that you got to be that way?
Well, first of all, the evangelicals who try to pretend that's how you're supposed to be, like Jesus, are fucking ignoring the way he talks to people and saying, well, no, he's given by God to be this. You know, there's devil out there, too. Devil puts people in places, too. You know that, right? So fucking...
I don't believe in the devil. You know that.
So stop with all that bullshit. Like, he talks like a real fucking American. Like, get the fuck out of here with your fucking nonsense, dude.
I love
this is not how my children... I want my... That's fine. That's why I think the country is so divided, because I think there is a moral compass.
There's no fucking morals in politics, dude.
Is there moral in politics?
There's no fucking morals. You see people. You could show a video.
I think there's a
perfect example. You got Obama going against gay marriage, and then 2 years later he's for gay marriage. He flip flopped, right? So where's the morality there?
I know what you're saying. Trump is fucking Hillary Clinton supporter for years.
And now he donated to her party.
Come on. Of course they are. But at least when Bush came up and he spoke presidential. He carried himself, and you're saying, well, that's bullshit. I don't want a reality star up there. I think okay, with Trump getting in trouble for this, right? And I think he just didn't know the policy ways. And I heard this. And I think there has to be more fucking qualifications to be a president. I mean, we have qualifications to work for PG&E. We have and there's no qualifications other being a certain age to be president.
35 natural born
citizen. Come on, we got to have some qualifications in there, dude. You got to go to school to be a lawyer, but you don't have to be fucking president. I mean, come on, look at this fucking nonsense. And this is what people say, well, we're better off now. Financially, I'm not better off now I was a year ago or 2 years ago. I know you're not. You can lie and pretend, but you're not. I know a lot of people...
Well, in my check, I still get the same amount, and that's what they're trying to take back now. If you're looking what's going on,
there has been
impeachment, and they're trying to take our tax break away.
Even in... What tax break?
The tax break that we got on the fucking...
I didn't get shit, dude! I'm fucking the same! It's bizarre. It's like the Twilight Zone, dude. I haven't seen shit. I'm more dead than I have before. I think, and everybody's honest that I work with.
Okay.
They are. They're worse off than
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take the year before, so take 2016 and take 2017. Look what you made, right? And look what you paid in tax. And tell me there's not a difference.
I'm paying 40% now, Frasier.
That's California, bro. That's California.
No, it's
okay. Look at there. See, we didn't get as big a break as Middle America, and neither did New York, and neither did New Hampshire, I think it is, or Vermont.
I'm not even disputing that it's a better economy, but the greed is not trickled down. The trickle down effect don't work. It's all bullshit.
We're not getting the tax breaks. Like, look at, I used to be able to write off shit on my house that I can't write off now because it's not fucking, it doesn't fall in the fucking tax shit, right?
Right, and I hear a lot of people complain about that.
But that goes on outside of California, right? So we're not seeing it through, because we're seeing it through California eyes, right?
So but this is mine. I don't want to get. I keep catching myself getting off topic. It's not the economy. It's not that. It's how you carry yourself as president. It's how you treat people. Like, I keep preaching to my kids like that, but then you see somebody up there who doesn't act like that, you can't act like. And you even told me before, I don't like a lot of things he does.
So let me ask you this, because this usually takes me like a year or 2 years.
And what's funny is you're not that kind of person, Frasier. You treat people with so much respect and compassion. You are nothing like Trump. Nothing like him. I know,
but I'm over that. Like, his personality doesn't bother me. That's who he is, right? That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the red tape, the bureaucracy, the shit down below. Like, they just overturned the Obama mandate to fucking buy healthcare. Did you know that happened last week? They overturned it, so now it went down to the 5th Court of Appeals.
But see, this is what my health's gone up again. Okay. Like, since he took president, my health care keeps going up. It hasn't still got less. Well, and he said within the first year, it's easy. I'll change it so your health care get less. It's only gotten more.
Yeah, Weller, but who stopped that from happening? Was it Trump that stopped it from happening?
No. You can't say you're going to do something and you don't do it.
Well, you don't have the support. Like the Democrats, when they vote on something, they're all
Frasier, he had the House and the Congress and the presidency, and nothing happened. But you know why? Because it's more complicated than people realize.
No, because he had no fucking support. He had never Trumpers. Who was the guy that fucking told him no? He went like this.
He had the Congress, he had the House, he had the presidency, and he still didn't get it done?
He didn't have McCain, dude. That's all he needed was McCain's vote, and he fucking said no. Think about it. Romney ain't doing nothing with Trump. There's a bunch of people that hate Trump, man.
And I was explaining this by somebody else, dude. The developers right now, it's a fucking grab money right now. They're making tons of fucking money, tons of money. There's no restriction on their money. They're just fucking grabbing money. The money's not trickling down. They're still fucking trying to get contractors do it for nothing.
But that's on the developers. Sure,
but
Trump.
That's capitalistic greed. Yeah. Right? My thing was, especially Reaganomics, is like the trickle down effect does not work. It's been proven that the disparity between the rich and the poor and middle class have only been growing, and it's even growing more under Trump. It's even growing more. All he's doing, enriching the people that he knows, the developers, the people that he knows, are only getting richer. The regular folks are not getting. They're getting more in debt. Well, they're getting no health care.
We've gone over this before, Weller. Like I said, there's no morals in politics, but who gets richer? The rich get richer. That's how it happens.
But what he can do,
you know this as well as I do. You want to buy or sell a house in California, right? Mm-hmm. Now you need 2 carbon monoxide detectors in the house, right? Mm-hmm. We lived for 150 years with no carbon monoxide detectors in the house, but now they come up with this rule.
Right.
So who makes the money? Kitty or whoever's produced Nighthawk, whoever producing that fucking carbon monoxide.
Right. It's all bullshit.
And it's lobbyists. I agree. That fucking push that through.
I agree 100%.
That's how the world works.
I think they're both the parties are both at fault for all this, dude.
Because they're greasing each other.
They go out to dinner after all this fucking thing. You think they're fighting to go out to dinner together, right? It's all bullshit.
I heard Tucker Carlson talk about it because he's friends with fucking Wolf Blitzer. He's friends with Don Lemon.
Dude, and this is what I don't like either. I was listening to fucking.
They go to the same barbecues, the same Christmas dinners. They're all there.
I agree. And I was listening to Hannity the other day because I listened to Fox News on the way going to work, and I try to listen to CNN coming home so I'd get different perspective. And I see what he's fucking doing, and my brother falls into this. Like, when Hannity speaks, he makes my skin crawl. He's so fucking gross and disgusting, right? This is what he was saying. And people will say, I agree. He goes, they're trying to take away our Bibles. They're trying to take away our guns. They're not going to take away our Bibles from us. They're not going to take away our guns. And what he's doing is he's enraging his base, right? He's making them like, yeah, they are. Fuck those guys. He's creating more anger. He's not saying, we need to come together. We need to figure out a commonality. They're not saying this. They're making, and you know who's even gross, just as gross? Don Lemon. He does the same fucking thing, dude. And I'm not biased when it comes to that. I listen to him like, I know what you're fucking doing. You're placating to your base. You're saying they're coming after our shit. They're taking Bible out of the school. Fuck you. No. You're trying to create anger in your base, and it's working, and you're making that base even more angry at the other base. What are you doing to help the country? You're not doing anything. And Trump, he pushes that same narrative. Yeah, they're trying to take the damn liberals are trying to take away. You know what? Most people I talk to who are Democrats.
Are you trying to say they're not trying to take our guns away?
They're not trying to take your shit away. Stop with that fucking bullshit. I got a meme under Trump. Obama said, I still haven't took your guns away, so fuck you.
No, you know that you have to fucking get a background check for ammo now, and you can only buy so much ammo. I can't go buy 1,000 rounds now.
Why? Oh fuck! Okay, sure. That fucking really upsets me. You can't buy 1,000 rounds.
Well, because they don't win the war in one day. They win it in little battles. Every little battle.
This is what they're doing. They're creating a fucking anger in a base where there isn't it. It's like creating the fucking Islam's gonna come in here and they're terrorists and they're gonna kill all of us and shit like that. Like, it's creating an anger where there isn't one, dude. It's creating divide, and that's what Trump is good at. He's creating a divide instead of saying, let's bring people together. Let's figure this out. You know, I'm all for America first, sure.
Let me ask you this: when is the last time any politician won by being middle of the road?
Well, they all slide to middle of the road during the campaign trail. Clinton did it. Obama did it. Bush did it. Everybody.
You didn't even watch the debate the other night, dude.
No. Now, but when they get towards the primaries, it's just one person. They all both go to the middle. They've been proven. I'm watching this politics. They showed Bush did it. Obama did it. Trump did it. Reagan did it. Everybody goes to the middle when it gets time to vote. Everybody knows that most of America's middle ground, right? And you talk to a Democrat, they're not crazy left. They're in the middle. You talk talk to a Republican, they're more middle. Most people are middle. You get, like you said, the 2% or whatever is over here and the 2% are way over there.
Yeah.
You get those people screaming and yelling. And what you do is you take Fox News, you take CNN, you take Trump, you take them, and they use that divide to keep conquering while the fucking middle class is shrinking. And nobody's caring about the middle class. And people say, Trump really cares. Trump don't give a fuck about you. He cares about his rich fucking people.
Let's sum this up for basically, right? Only thing you can do is vote. And if you don't vote,
I agree.
You have no fucking skin in the game, right? You can bitch all you want about stuff, but if you don't vote, the protesters I talked to at the Sanders rally and at the Trump rally here in Sacramento and Davis, 3 out of 4 of them don't vote.
It's crazy.
They're paid protesters.
Everybody's complaining about California, yet even the people that did vote voted for Gavin Newsom. Like you voted for the shit that was gonna hurt you the most. Like,
well, you know what it is. A lot of them, like I said, they're 2% of politics is their life. 1%. They see what's on the newspaper or on the TV, and that's what they go by, right?
And they
don't investigate anything.
And this is what I say to this too about the Trump thing is that. You voted for Trump. Fine. I understand. Well, who are you going to vote for? You don't want Hillary. That's fine. It's just that they will not come out and fucking say, you know what? What he said up there was bullshit. That was bullshit. I don't agree with that. They won't say that. Like I said, Trump can go fuck an 8-year-old boy in the ass. They can show it on video and they'll be like
Obama did.
And they're like, oh, Trump still, no, he's the greatest still. They would still not waver. It's like you sacrifice your moral compass for follow party lines. That's all you like, dude. You got no value in your opinion anymore, dude. Your opinion holds no value. When this person comes up, and I'll do it, I'll say, oh, that was a good deal Trump did. And then when he acts like a fucking idiot, I'll say, oh, he's acting like funny. And if I call him a fucking idiot, do you know what they say? Oh, fucking, what are you, Hillary Clinton lover? What are you, like the liberals? Those damn left, those dumb. Get the fuck out of here. You can call a spade, and you can call.
That's what they're trained to do. Is they're trained to react. When you say something negative, they give you something negative, right?
Well, you know,
here's what doesn't happen. You say Trump did something really good on this China trade deal, right? You're not going to hear somebody say, "Oh, well, Hillary did this good deal with Afghanistan." You never hear that.
No. Everybody's so partisan, dude. It's fucking unreal. You got to call it out. Nobody will call anything. Nobody's honest anymore.
Let's see. We're done, huh?
We got fucking minutes. Hour 6, bro.
Well, here's the other thing we had on there. Do you really want your president to do bad? Right?
No,
you don't, man. You don't want him to do bad.
No, you don't. That's why I pray for the president every morning.
No, that's why you have people are brainwashed and they're like, fucking, I'm a Democrat. That's important to me. I'm a Democrat. So regardless of what happens on the Republican side, I'm a Democrat. So I'm going to vote for Newsom. I'm going to vote yes on Prop 6, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Same thing on the other side. I'm a Republican. I'm going to vote for Republicans and fucking they can't do any wrong.
My dad tells me, he asked another guy, he goes, I don't really know. I have that guy tell me how to vote. Yeah. What the fuck? Then what are you doing? Then you have no voice at all?
Hey, but at least your dad's voting, man. Like I said, fucking, I can't believe how many people I run into that don't vote. But then I have my son, who's a young man. He doesn't really give a shit about politics, but he votes. He knows it's important to go vote.
I just don't like this voting party line, dude. The party, I mean, fuck. Dude, if you look at my ballot, you know what? Next time I'm going to show my thing. It would probably be 60% Republican stuff or 60% Republican and probably 40% Democrat. Yeah, but it would almost be split because I would like, you know what? I kind of like this person. I don't go, well, I'm registered independent anyways. I don't go party line. Like, if you go party line, you're like, you have no voice. You have no opinion. You're a fucking sheep. That's all you are.
Give me an example of why you go Democrat instead of Republican on something.
Like if there's a social program that some of the Democrats put out, and I'll look at it like, you know what, that would be good for a lot of people. I'll vote for that.
Yeah, but knowingly that money's never going to go into this.
Knowingly. I don't know that. Dude, that's the same.
You're saying you don't know, dude.
Frasier. That's the same as giving a homeless person money knowing he goes in there and buys alcohol.
Yeah, that's why I don't give him money.
Well, I do. It's not what they do with it is your intention. It's your intention with your money. Your intention with your vote. That's your intention. You can't say, well, nothing's ever going to happen, so I might as well vote this way. No, your intention is your intention, right? My intention when I try to give somebody, a homeless person, money is to buy food with it. Now, they're probably going to go buy alcohol, but that doesn't take away from my intention.
Yeah. No, I understand that completely, but I don't predicate what I'm going to do on what they may do. I think about what they're going to do. Like Prop 6, right? That was still in my crawl because...
Oh, the gas tax?
Well, year before,
I agree with that, Fraser.
My fucking registration was $680 for the caddy. This year it's $800.
I know, mine's $700 something dollars. Dude.
Yeah, $800, dude.
It's insane.
And then I talked to him, my sister's old man. He's from Idaho, and fucking brand new truck, $50 registration. If you want to pay 2 years, it's $80.
Because they know
it's got a buck.
They know that a lot of people want to live in California because of the weather, the accessibility, the mountain range, the oceans. They know that. They know a lot of people don't want. And Idaho is cold as fuck. It's fucking desolate. There's not a lot of shit going on. They know you have to be a certain kind of person to live there. So they want people to move there. So they're going to lower their taxes. They're going to have that shit. Because I don't know how many people I know that I work with move to Colorado and move back. Some people are not made for that. I know. I admit it. I'm not made for that. I'm not made for the fucking... I worked in the snow. It sounds fun. It's not. It's a fucking dread to shovel snow.
Once your feet get cold or your hands get cold, you're fucked.
So you have to be a certain type of person to live in those areas. That's why they're not populated. That's why California's so overpopulated. Because people want the weather, the weed, the sticky green. Ooh, and the women, the weed, the sticky green. Yeah. So, ooh, the women. They want that shit, so you know what? They're going to pay extra to live here. And I understand everybody, I don't want to pay that shit either, but I enjoy, I mean, when it gets cold at 60 degrees, I'm like, fuck.
Well, let's, we're going to do the year-end review of shit, too, because this is our last show before it, right?
Let's do it, year-end review.
What do you got, man?
Tell me first.
I don't know. First, I'll say everybody that lost people this year, you know, I feel sorry for you. You're in my prayers every night when I pray for folks like you. I can't come off the top of my head what musicians passed. Was it Chris Cornell passed this year?
I don't know. You know what? I don't keep track of the people that passed, dude, to be honest with you.
I do, because you never see them again. Like Prince and Bowie, when that happened, dude, in the same year, Prince and Bowie, that was, I mean...
I don't know why we look back on it and think that things we are like New Year's resolutions and shit. But there, you know, I was driving here and I was thinking about this, and I was like, there is something that I need to change that I have fucking. This year I worked. I have not one sick day, 0 sick days this year.
Yeah. And
I don't think I might have took one vacation day all year. Like I didn't take a vacation day. I think maybe one, and 0 sick days. And I look back and I'm like, what? How did that benefit me? Like, what did I benefit? I didn't benefit off this. I didn't, get a Christmas bonus. I didn't get no year-end bonus. I didn't get nothing. And I'm like, why? Why am I sacrificing all this? And there was really no fucking pot at the end of the rainbow.
Because you're selling your time, man.
And I'm like, you know what? I need to do more things for me instead of being so fucking loyal to the system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not, I love my boss, but
whether you like it or not, when you're not there, work still happens. Shit still gets done when you're not there. On the other hand, you don't want to abuse that shit, but, fucking make time for yourself. That's a good resolution.
I need to. I was thinking about that. I'm like, fuck, I didn't take a day off, and there was really, at the end of the day, there was no benefit.
I'm going to drop some LBs, dude. I got to go. I'm going to try to get 195.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm at 208 right now, dude.
You're prime meat, dude. You're fucking... God,
I'm at 208, Weller. I'm going to get to 195, and I'm going to do it. I ain't going to fuck around. I'm going to do it,
Then do it, Frasier.
Yeah. I'm going to be all fucking...
So overall, would you say this was a good year or a bad year?
No, for me it's a bad year, but that doesn't mean for everybody it wasn't.
Fucking Trump. Like, this guy had a way better fucking lifestyle under Obama than he did Trump.
Well, actually, last year under Trump was really good. this year under Trump was bad. But it is what it is. Life's coming my way, dude. I'm handling it. Fucking...
keep your spirits up. It'll be good.
That's what I want to tell everybody, especially now, holidays. It's tougher on the holidays and shit when you are missing people and stuff like that, man. But holidays are going to be over in a couple weeks, and we'll be back to normal shit, dude.
And it's funny how you remember that stuff during the holidays. Like I was talking to Kurt and Greg, and I was telling them, yeah, I think Kurt lost his dad last year, right? Yeah. And I said, I understand that. Like that, even though my mom passed years away, it would still be nice to have her around the holidays. So you still think about that shit. Like I always act like a hard ass. Like people die, they die, move on. But I mean, you still think about it. You're like, fuck, it would be nice to have them around the holidays or whatever. That's what kind of takes the holidays away. As you get older, you know more people that passed. You have more people that you lost as you get older because that's just the way life works. And then you got to remember, and I keep trying to say, stop it. Remember the good shit. Like, I don't know, all the shit that I complain about, I'm like, fuck, I got it good. Stop complaining. You need to start enjoying shit more.
Yeah. No, take time. Take time to enjoy your life, man. Not just for you, but for your family, too. But do that. You should have done a vacation, man.
I know.
What the hell you're thinking
I'm fucking stupid. I'm like, oh no, the job's busy. We're busy. We really can't take off. And I'm like you said, it's still gonna get done with or without me.
That's right, man.
Right. And like in my head, I'm always there's a pot at the end of the tunnel. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get. And you know what? There really isn't.
No,
there really isn't. Like at the end of the day, everybody's looking out for themselves, and I'm like, life's passing me by.
So you got fucking Chevy Chase this year. You're waiting for that fucking
not
bonus.
Not that. And I was thinking about that. I shouldn't even fucking bring that up because there's people out there who aren't even working, or people who are starving, or trying to fucking buy Christmas presents. Like, what am I bitching about? I say I stop bitching about that shit, like that first world problem shit. I got to enjoy everything I have because there's people with way less, right? But you start realizing, fuck, life's going by fast, dude. I need to start enjoying it more. I need to spend more time with my fucking family, dude. I'm on the road all the fucking time. I'm never home. Like, I got to start enjoying this more.
Well, let's send this out too. We are having the Fellas Christmas party is on December 28th. I've had a lot. I want to be at your house on New Year's. Don't fucking come to my house on New Year's.
What time does it start?
It's on the 28th. I think the DJ gets here at 7, so I don't know. Show up anytime is cool. And then the DJ's going to quit about 10. We'll have the bonfire going. I think we'll probably set up some beer pong tables. So maybe we'll play quarters.
You going to have a stripper?
I don't know, dude. I don't know if I'm ready for that or not. If you guys want to get a stripper, that's fine. Male or female, I don't mind. Either one. But it is on the 28th, and... if you can bring something, bring a costume, bring a bottle, because there's going to be plenty of beer, dude. It's already blown up. It's going to be bigger than you think, bud.
You think so?
Yeah, man. I already fucking know. I already know. It's all right. I'm going to put everything away.
It'll be like Beyonce, or be that what's Destiny's Child? All the single ladies? All the single ladies.
I think I'm going to move the couch into the fucking spare room over there.
Oh, the makeout room?
Just have that whole
You got a lava lamp?
But the whole living room would just be open, you know?
No, I'm saying turn that into like a fucking orgy room.
Orgy? Okay, cool.
Get the lava lamp.
Well, smoke. I was thinking smoke room, too. Like, people go in there and smoke.
No, I thought you said your whole house is fucking...
Yeah, they can smoke like that, but cigarettes are outside.
Oh, yeah, cigarettes. The evil death.
No indoor cigarettes, dude.
All right.
Let me see here, man. Fucking...
Gotta go Christmas shopping.
I love America. Love you, Veda.